Yeah, get me one of them cokes. Okay.
3 was harsh and 1. Well, 3 was harsh.
I sit here every other week and get asked that one. Yeah, it is harsh because a lot of work went into that game from our players today. I thought they were set up well. I thought they competed terrifically for 60 minutes, 65 minutes of the game. And then we suffer really through elementary errors, which we have to stop doing if we are to progress in this league.
Mike, how frustrating is it when, as a manager, you've done everything right, you set the team up, and then it's just that one moment that someone's lost their concentration?
Well, we're playing one of the top teams at this level, you know, if not in Europe. And I thought the way we went about our work today was commendable. I think the home supporters knew that as well. I thought they responded really well to it. I think the critical part of it is when, you know, you make those individual errors and they cost you at this quality. But I'm not going to look for a scapegoat. I'm not going to look for, you know, something which I feel is wrong to do, because Andy Robertson's been terrific. You know, I thought his game today was terrific. It's just that youthfulness, that sort of maybe immaturity at times at this level, where you get caught up in the moment and it puts your team on the back foot. But he'll learn from that. He's young. He's an asset. He'll learn, and I think he'll come out of it for the better.
Was there a stage in the game where you thought you might even not have a chance of winning rather than getting a point?
I always have an attitude of trying to win a game of football. I've grown up that way. I've been brought up that way. I thought to take on Man City with the way we went about it was the correct thing to do. I think there was at times a little bit of anguish from their dugout at times. You know, I think there was frustration there because we were more than capable for a period of time. But that first goal is always massive and it's critical, and you could see that once that went in, we sort of attempted to have another go again for 5 or 6 minutes, but then the second goal rips you apart really. And then it's just a case of, can we manage the game better? And we need to do that. We need to learn from that, because we're on the end of another defeat, which is not really 3-0 defeat is disappointing. It's disappointing because I didn't think it was a 3-0 game, but that's the level we're at.
Do you worry it'll eventually take its toll? In fact, you try and be positive after every defeat, but eventually players' heads will drop.
Yeah, well, we've tried to be positive. I mean, we started the season off playing a 4-3-3, and then we got a couple of results, and then we carried on with that, and then all of a sudden it became negative because it ended up a 4-5-1. You know, and there were many people saying that, you know, we weren't proactive in what we were doing, so we changed it and we went to a 3, and we've gone 3-5-2 to get 2 up top. Where we gain in some areas, we lose in others. So we have to keep thinking about ways of manipulating this group of players. I think the way we've gone about our business in the last 3 or 4 games has been terrific, really. We do need to freshen it up. We do need to add a little bit more energy, because when you're playing against the big teams, the top teams, and you play as well as we did for 60-65 minutes, the energy gets sapped, and that's why we made a few changes. But we suffered through probably the penalty. The penalty probably knocked the steam out of us, really.
With the changes down to fatigue?
Yeah, I thought there was an element of you know, the legs starting to go a little bit, and it was a case of we've got what squad we've got to use to bring it in, to bring some freshness into it, and we've got this period of time now between now and the end of the year, and then January, where everybody's going to be vital. What system we play will depend on what players we have available.
Mike, are you confident you'll be able to bring in a few players in January?
I'm always confident on a lot of things. Some things are within your control and some aren't. But we're in a position where we have options to bring players in, be it on loan or we go into the market to buy. But it's really difficult. I think if you asked Man City what it's like to buy in January, they probably would say very difficult. We're looking at players that may be beyond us, but you're also looking at players that aren't possibly figuring in other teams at this moment in time, not getting a game, or they've been told that they're no longer wanted. You know, whether you can get them or whether you have to pay money for them. At the top end of the game, the strikers, they cost money. I don't think there's anybody could get a decent striker out of anywhere for nothing. So we are being active as far as staff and management goes, but we have now to think seriously about whether we can freshen it up.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem.